So the Bears have their work cut out for them, but they are by no means an underdog in this one. They have earned their way to this game with tough, gritty play, and last night they just refused to lose. Anyone that tuned into that one knows how hard that was to get a victory last night. So here are the Bears. They were rested today. They got some shots up in a local gym here in Anchorage, and we're almost ready to begin the 2A championship boys game. James Stickler and Cade McCorson are in the center circle. Really good officiating crew tonight. I've been watching these refs for 4 days up here in Anchorage, and this is clearly the best one. So I don't expect it to turn into such an alley fight like last night's game. The tip is up. We are underway. It's Wolverine basketball. There is Brant Mill driving baseline. He's stuck. Kick out to McCorson. There's Andon McCorson, right side. Wolverines moving the ball around, getting familiar with the floor and one another. Once again, this is the main floor in the Alaska Airlines Center. And so first possession of the game, very deliberate by the Wolverines to move the ball around, get everyone some touches. Cade has J.C. Davis on him, tries to drive in, step through shot is no good. There's Isaac Jones ripping the rebound down, and Combs is on the move. He's quickly into the front court. Onyx Allen checking him. I thought it might be Brant Mill. He's the lockdown defender for the Wolverines, but right now it's Allen on Combs. Man-to-man defense. Farron, right side. He's fouled as he brought it in, and the referees are setting the tone early. That's going to be Onyx Allen, his first personal. Farron with a nice little hop, taking it down the right side, draws the foul. So the referees might keep this one a little tighter than last night. Farron drives baseline, kick out to JC. He's beyond the arc. There's Stickler down low. Shot fake high off the glass is short. Cade McCorson comes away with it, and Stickler chasing some contact down the floor. Cade gets all the way to the hoop, can't get it. Here's Stickler now on the rebound, almost travels, took a big, pronounced step towards the other way. He does not, and it's Colton Combs in the half court. He gets by Allen. Floater is up, no good. Tough shot for Combs, but good to see the aggressiveness early by the senior captain. It's going to be Andon. Long three ball on top. Triple. Andon McCorson gets it going for the Wolverines. 3-0 early, 6:20 in the first. No backcourt pressure by Ninilchik so far, and Combs dribbles up against Allen. J.C. Davis has a stuck ball. Over to Colton on top now. Stickler in the high post. Squares up. Double teamed by Allen. He's going to drive. Kicked out to J.C., and Combs will reset. He's going to take a long three on top. Rattled around and out. There's Stickler down low. He's fighting for position. Shot is blocked, but there's Combs for the rebound, and he's fouled on the way in. So nice take by Combs, and I think that's going to be Holden Corwin, number 4 it is. His first personal. Bears seem a little more settled than last night at this point in the game, which is good to see. They got a little sped up mentally, and that's what caused all those turnovers throughout the game last night. They can't afford to do that tonight against probably a better team than the Ninilchik Wolverines. J.C. Davis hands off to Farron. He's on top. Combs leaks out left side. He's harassed by Corman now. He gets baseline. Can't get it out. There's Farron. He's at the free throw line. J.C. Davis right side. Can't get it. Rebound comes to McCorson. And the Bears are back. Cade trying to push tempo, but the black jerseys are back ahead of him. He's going to take a three left side. Long rebound comes to Allen, over to Andon, and Cade McCorson has it once again. He's stuck. Kick out to Corwin. Not much of a score is number 4. So if you're playing man defense like the Bears are, that's something you can probably not worry about too much. Pass is stolen away. James Stickler comes away with it. He's in the corner and gets it over to Farron. No score for the Bears. It's 3-0, 4:40 in the first. Combs has an alleyway, can't get it. He's fouled on the way in. He will go to the line for 2. So aggressive drive by the senior. He was not very involved offensively last night, pretty much clamped down by Ninilchik. So tonight is a different story. He is taking it himself early on. and showing everybody here in the gym that he is going to be a factor in the game tonight. First one is good for Combs. Bears are on the board. Second one is up and also good. Hits both of those. And Cade McCorson talking to Coach Finley as he walks it across over to Onyx Allen now. He's the shooter. He's someone you have to keep track of and not let him get open on the arc. Pass is stolen away by James Stickler. Here's Farron into the front court. A trap was setting up, but he avoids it. Here's Combs now. He is trapped. Dribbles through. Kicked out to Farron. 3-ball on top. No good. Left side rebound is out of bounds. So that will be Wolverines basketball. Good look for Farron on top. He was squared up, ready to let it fly, and the Bears do need Farron to get involved offensively. Last night, a balanced scoring attack for the Bears was key for them getting to that 42-point total, which we will talk about the next time out. There's Cade McCorson, skip pass over the right side. Corwin, nothing doing. Awkward pass to Mill. Onyx Allen now. Wolverines reverse the ball. There's a three on top. Andon McCorson can't get it. Kind of rushed that shot. Wasn't really set. Here's Combs all the way in. Shot up, no good. The floater does not go. And good job by the Bears not fouling on the rebound. Here's Andon McCorson. Finger roll is out. Halfway down. And J.C. Davis grabbed the ball, and he was fouled. So a much different story on the contact so far on this one. That was Andon McCorson. It's a media timeout, but we're going to keep it right here because we have to talk about the number 42. Little numerology for you folks. So the Glacier Bears started out the regional tournament in Juneau with a win against Metlakatla. They won 42-31. Then it was the Southeast Championship game against Petersburg, which we all remember. It was only last week, but that was a memorable game which will go down in history. That game, they also scored 42 and won 42-40. First game in this tournament against Tikioc. They kind of got untracked, unleashed. They scored 68 points. They won that game 68-34. And then once again last night, in one of the most gritty, hard-fought wins the Glacier Bears have ever had, they won the game 42-41. And ironically, many of you already know what number hangs from the rafters in the Haines High School gymnasium. It's number 42 of Kyle Fossman, who is part of the team that won the last championship for Haines in 2010. So there you go. If they hit 42 tonight, that might be a good thing for the Glacier Bears. They are showing early on that they belong, and they are step for step with the Wolverines, and now they have the basketball with a chance to take the lead. Combs directs traffic and clears it out. He wants Allen one-on-one. There's Stickler down on the baseline. Back to Combs. He's in the lane. Bounce past JC. Shot is up. Back iron. He's fouled on the way in. The strength of the Glacier Bears is showing early on this one. JC held his ground and took a strong move to the hoop, and he draws the foul. He'll have two coming up. 5 team fouls already on the Wolverines. So free throws for Haines the rest of this quarter with 3:08 left. JC misses the front end and gets the second. So tie game, 3 apiece. No baskets for the Glacier Bears, but they have 3 at the line. Long 3, rushed by McCorson. And there's Isaac Jones on the rebound. He's on a run out down the left side. White jerseys are back. There's Stickler, 3-ball on top. Way off. Kind of rushed that shot. That's maybe not the one they want, especially when they have a couple touches down the floor. There's McCorson, 3-ball. No good. So far, the Wolverines are content to jack from the arc, and they have missed the mark on every shot but one. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Wolverines basketball right in front of the Haines bench. It's going to be Stickler taking a break. Andon McCorson dribbles across. Now it's his brother getting downhill and scores. Cade McCorson is on the board, took the handoff and headed right to the hoop, and now it's stolen away by the backcourt pressure on the Wolverines. It's McCorson in the lane. Spin move, kick out. Corwin. Right back to Cade. He's on the baseline. JC is standing his ground. Skip pass to Andon. He hits the triple. So Wolverines getting hot. Backcourt pressure is on, and this is what the Bears were talking about today, how to break that pressure and keep the ball. There's a three-ball. JC left side, halfway down and out. Bears had their hand on it, and it's Brody Farron tracking that down. Stolen away. That's Brant Mill. He's down the right side, and he's fouled by Isaac Jones. Isaac was chasing. It was a good look, but Brant Mill anticipated that pass, picked it, and he was quickly on the move. So number 0, Brant Mill, will go to the line for 2. And we're going to have a timeout by the Wolverines. Coach Finley wants to talk things over, and it's going to be a 30. So we're going to keep it right here. Bears playing some good defense, just got leaky the last couple possessions. 2 ball by Cade McCorson and a 3 by Andon McCorson. He has 6 now. So it's kind of like you blink a couple times, and the Ninilchik fills up the hoop pretty quick. They are capable scorers. Like I say, they started out the game pretty content to just jack away from three-point land with not a lot of success. But they have kind of turned that knob a little bit as we go through the first quarter here. 2 free throws coming. Out of the timeout for Brant Mill. More of a defender for the Wolverines. First one is no good. Back iron. So we have Wade Lloyd into the game, and Kyron Sweet is into the game. Both players making significant contributions last night to help the Bears. Second one is also no good. Kyron clears it. Here's Colton Combs now. Onyx Allen getting low on him. He brings it across. Isaac Jones left side. There's Wade Lloyd popping out right side. Combs surveying the defense. Kyron on the block. Kicks it back out to Combs. Between the leg dribble. He's in the lane. Kick out Wade Lloyd. 3-ball right side. No good. There's J.C. Davis that cleaned it up. He gets it right back and can't get it up to the hoop. Blocked out of bounds by Ninilchik. It will be Bears basketball. Going to play a box formation on the inbound. Combs sets them in motion. Threw it over the top. Half-court line resets, so no issue there. Isaac Jones tracked it down. Now it's Wade Lloyd. He's going to try to drive. Shot is up. No good. There's Kyron Sweet. He's blocked, and it's a jump ball. So Wade kind of ran out of options as he was attacking the hoop. Ball kind of dribbled out of his hands right into Kyron. He tried to take a shot, but it was blocked. Jump ball, and it will be, I'm trying to check the arrow, I believe it's Glacier Bears basketball out of a 30-second timeout by Coach Combs. So Haines doing a much better job on ball control and not turning it over. I only have 1 for them so far in this game. However, they are being offensively challenged, just kind of looking to get a rhythm out there and looking to find a gear to get things moving in the direction they want. Big action in the Alaska Airlines Center. The split court is no more. We're on the full court where the Sea-Wolves play. And it will be Combs inbounding for the Bears. Into Lloyd, can't get it. Good look for him. No points. It is Andon McCorson over to Cade. Cade brings it across. JC, step for step. Right side now, that's Onyx Allen, the shooter. Mill has the left side. Kyron Sweet on him. Good defense by the Bears. Once again, their calling card, and if they're going to win this game, they have to keep the Wolverines to about 40 or less. There's Onyx Allen trying to get a shot off, but Combs is ready. Mill now. Wolverines very deliberate. 35 seconds left in the first. There's Cade. He drives in, picked up his dribble, got it back to Corwin Allen. So Wolverines really draining some clock on this possession. 23-22. Looks like now they're going to back out and play for 1 shot. Allen, Cade. 45 feet away from the hoop. 10, 9, 8. They're going to start their charge pretty soon here, and they do. Cade drives in, step through, shot up and good. Cade McCorson, nice athletic bucket by their leading scorer. And the first quarter score, Ninilchik Wolverines 10, Glacier Bears 3, looking to get it into gear. We're going to send it back to KHNS for a short break.
Thank you, Bryan. That Andon and Cade McCorson on the Ninilchik Wolverines are brothers, a senior and a freshman playing together in this championship game. Well, 3-10, Glacier Bears down 7, but we still got 3 more.
We're back in the Alaska Airlines Center, start of the second quarter. ASA, March Madness, Alaska. Different night, different problems for the Bears. They're doing a good job with ball security. However, they cannot put it in the basket. Last night they were able to score, but they couldn't get it up the floor. So one of those things, if we can get both things working together, they're going to be just fine in this one. It's only a 7-point lead. Nothing to worry about right now, but it's time for the Bears to try to find an offensive rhythm. And as Andon McCorson drives in, he is fouled by Brody Farron. I'm getting an echo in my headset. I don't know if we can do anything about that. But 2 free throws coming for Andon, and he hits the front end. So we have a special thing going to happen at halftime. It's going to be Ricky Dubois, who is Bryan Combs' sister, and she's going to read something that her husband Matt came up with for the boys going into this game. I would read it myself, but honestly, folks, I can't get through it. So here are the Bears on the attack in the half court. Stickler in the high post. He squares up, puts it on the floor. Was not interested in driving on Cade McCorson. Hand off to Isaac now. He got to the rack repeatedly last night, kind of found something in his offensive game. Here's Combs all the way in, too. Colton Combs breaks the ice. First bucket of the game comes at 7:13 in the second for the Bears, and they get that bucket right back, 12-5. Pass into Cade. It's broken up by JC into the arms of Farron. Good job by the Bears getting the ball back. Colton into the front court. He gets by Allen. He's in the lane. He's stuck. Farron, 3-ball on top. Long, high rebound is Cade McCorson reaching over everyone. And he's fouled by Brody Farron. That's going to be number 2 on number 22. Let's listen to the PA announcer. Yep, it is his second. So, Kyle, if you're listening, if you can make that echo go away, that would be fantastic. Corin, Cade, into the front court. JC getting low. Cade uses the screen. No, he doesn't. Flips it over to Corwin beyond the arc. And the Wolverines, once again, very deliberate in the half court. Brant Mill with Stickler on him. Stickler got away with a little swipe on McCorson, but Cade McCorson with the soft touch inside gets bucket number 3. He's got 6, and it's 14-5. 6:10 left in the second. Stickler sets the screen for Combs. Tried to get around the corner. He cannot. Tried to get it in the high post. Turnover Bears. Combs gets his hand on it. Black jersey swarming. McCorson had it, and that's going to be a foul on Stickler. And if you're going to tangle up with James Stickler, you're usually going to be on the losing end of that one, and that was Cade McCorson hitting the deck as Stickler just doesn't budge. Once he plants on the floor, it's game over for everybody else. So his first personal and the third team foul on Haines already at the 5:50 mark. So they've got to watch that the rest of the way. You don't want to put teams on the line unnecessarily. Corwin, Mill, not looking for a shot. Over to Onyx Allen. He's been quiet so far, and that's good for the Bears. There's Andon reversing it. There's a long 3 on top. McCorson halfway down, can't get it, and Stickler is fouled coming in on the rebound. That's going to be Brant Mill. He seems to be at the center of a lot of contact for the Wolverines. It's going to be Eric Radar checking in, and Mill will take a break. Heading to the bench is JC and Isaac. So we have Combs, Stickler, Farron, Lloyd, Sweet on the floor for the Bears. 14-5, Bears looking to climb back in. Stickler brings it across, deliberately stops, hand off to Combs right in front of me. Combs' baseline jumper is up and no good. It's Anden ripping that rebound down. Quickly into the front court is Radar. Onyx Allen, 3-ball left side. Can't get it. Radar rebounds. Smallest player on the floor. Handoff to Cade. Trying to get by Farron. He's going to pull from 12. Halfway down and out. Farron rips it. Combs quickly up, pushing tempo. But the Wolverines doing a good job getting back. Wade Lloyd now. Kick out Brody. Stickler beyond the arc. He's stuck. He drives right side. Cade's got it. Nice cross-lane pass to Sweet, but he's harassed. There's Farron on top. Another 3 to attempt. High rebound once again. Stickler has it, hits the deck, gets it over to Farron. Nice effort by the big fella. Here's Wade Lloyd now. Down the lane, kind of a wild shot, hits nothing. And it's Cade McCorson once again. He's got 6 or 8 rebounds already in this one. 14-5, he's going to jack a long 3, way short and out of bounds. So, Coach Combs directing Wade Lloyd, like, hey, you can't be just throwing up some junky shots right now. We've got to move the rock and be patient. Some light backcourt pressure allows James Stickler to bring up the ball himself. Now he picks up his dribble right in front of the press table. Combs, right side. Farron Combs. Onyx Allen overplaying the right hand. He's double-teamed and trapped. There's Farron. He's got to be aggressive. They're going to try to take away Combs. Shot up softly and good. Brody Farron. Second bucket of the quarter. And the Bears are hanging around despite their offensive troubles. 14-7, 3:40 in the second. Radar falls down, and that's wrong place, wrong time for Stickler. That's number 2, number 35. So we'll see what Coach Combs wants to do here. JC already checked in, and he's probably going to give Sweet a break, actually. Stickler stays on the floor. Radar inbounds in front of the Haines bench. There's Anden, left side. Radar is going to jack a 3. No good. Stickler clears it weak side. Looking down low. Lloyd leaked out, but the white jerseys are savvy to it, so no easy going on there. Long 3 by Combs on top. Misses the mark and out of bounds. So we need Colton to keep shooting and calibrate his three-point shot, because that can score points in a hurry in this tough defensive battle like you would expect in a championship game. Radar slows things down. Allen now, Wade Lloyd on him. Cade McCorson cuts. Not open. JC's right there guarding the post. Corwin's just stalling for time. Under 3 minutes now in the second. Wolverines with a 14-7 lead. Radar over to Anden. Anden drives. Interrupted. Combs stopped his pass. And now it's McCorson. He gets into the lane. Stolen away. Brody Farron got his hand in there and just peeled the ball right out of Cade's hands. The shot is up short. There's Farron again. Short again. 2 good looks for Brody Farron. And maybe that's some championship game jitters. Those should wear off as we proceed through this one. Corwin 3-ball left side baseline. He gets it. Holden Corwin. Let it fly. 17-7 now. Here's Stickler. He's going to dribble down the right side over to JC. Triple team down low. Kick out Stickler. 3-ball is away. Can't get it. Farron tipped it. That's going to be a loose ball foul on Brody Farron, trying to make something happen, but that is number 3. And he might be leaving this game. Just got way out of position, tried to reach over the defender who is boxing him out. And right now the Bears are out of sorts. But like we've seen many times before, they can fix things in a hurry with just a couple of adjustments as we proceed through the second quarter with 2 minutes left. It's going to be Radar at the line because Haines is over the limit. He hits the front end. 18-7 now, Wolverines. And Sweet will check in. Second free throw for Radar. is good. So the Wolverines are 4 out of 6 at the line. Backcourt pressure now as Combs brings it up. Allen meets him in the backcourt, and he's across. Hand off to JC. Haines looking for a bucket. He gets all the way to the hoop. Shot up, no. Stickler had his hand on it. Can't grab it. Combs now comes away with it. He had an open look, but he was retreating as he just grabbed the rebound out of traffic. Here's Isaac Jones. Kick out JC. 3-ball right side. No good. Long rebound is tracked down by Isaac Jones. Tried to save it into Combs, and that will go out of bounds, but it was off a Wolverines player. So Bears will retain possession. Oh, okay, the referee made the wrong signal. I kind of thought he did. There were no white jerseys between Jones and Combs. Tried to save it in bounds. 1:25. Glacier Bears down 12. Allen into the lane. Blocked and fouled. And that's going to be number 3 on Stickler. So things are melting down defensively for the Bears. Stickler 3, Barron 3. And there's 1:19 left in the first. Allen can't get the front end. He remains scoreless. Like I say, against Matt LaCalla, he had 11 in the first quarter alone, so he is a capable scorer. So far, the Bears have shut him down. He gets number 2. He's in the scoring column. 20-7 now. Bears looking for a bucket. They have 2 field goals for this game. Here's Combs into the front court. Stickler with the 3 fouls. Gets it over to JC. Combs now uses the screen, but pulls up his dribble. Stickler down low. Trying to get a shot off. He's fouled, and that will be, I'm waiting for the referee signal if it's shooting or not. It's going to be on the floor. And that was Holden Corwin, his second personal. Combs inbounds less than a minute now. Haines looking for a bucket. Sweet on the elbow. Gets into the lane. Athletic shot is up and good. Tyron Sweet. We need a whole lot more of that. 20-9 now. Sweet had a huge night last night, and he needs to get going in this one. This is all hands on deck, and Cade McCorson with a nice athletic turnaround jumper in the lane. Drains it. He's got 8 now. 22-9. 33 seconds left in the quarter and the half. Combs gets by Allen. Hand off to J.C. Stickler in the high post. He's harassed. He's going to plow his way in. Shot is up. No good. Corwin comes away with it out of bounds. So it will be Bears basketball. The Wolverines coach is saying, hey, Stickler, kind of put an arm out, but that's just a big fella moving towards the basket. Nothing foul-y about that at all. Just plowed his way in. Can't get it to go. Kyron Sweet on the inbound. His second bucket. That's a big one to keep Haines hanging around. 10-9-8. They need to defend this last possession for the Wolverines. Cade McCorson with Combs on him now. Fadeaway, tough shot, no good. Sweet soars through the air and snatches the rebound. So nice little finish for the Glacier Bears, but still they trail at halftime 22-11, and they need to go into the locker room and just settle things down and execute. Hit shots, like I say, turnovers are not an issue for the Bears in this one right now. Different set of problems, but an 11-point lead, we know that is not secure at all. So we're going to send it back to the station. We've got 15 minutes on the halftime clock. They're going to do some games and things like that. They had a paper airplane contest during the 2A Girls Championship where the Seward Seahawks won their 57th consecutive game to capture their second straight 2A title, taking out the Glen Allen Panthers. So we're going to send it back to the station. We're going to get Ricky Dubois over here, and she's going to read a most excellent message that her husband Matt wrote for the team. And Kyle, we're going to drop that in with about 5 minutes left on the halftime clock. And so we're going to send it back to KHNS. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for exciting second.
Hello. First of all, I am a Haines High graduate, 1999. My husband wrote this message to the team for my brother, the coach, Bryan. Here we go. Tonight is not just another basketball game. Tonight is the story people will tell in Haines for years. Last night, you knocked off the defending state champions, not because you got lucky, not because the ball bounced your way. You did it because you believed, because you fought, because you refused to back down, and now the whole state knows what Haines basketball is made of. But understand this, the job is not finished. Every team dreams about this moment. Every kid that ever stepped in a gym, every player that has worn a Haines jersey before you, every person in that town that shoveled snow to get the gym open or sat in the stands cheering, they dreamed about a night like tonight. You are the ones who get to live it. You come from a town most people can't even find on a map, a place between mountains and ocean where people show up for each other, that rally behind one another. But tonight, the entire state knows exactly where Haines is because of you. You didn't get here by accident. You earned this. Every early practice, every sprint, every rep, every time you chose to work when nobody was watching. That's what built this moment. This season is already historic. A small-town team, an unbelievable run, but history doesn't remember almost champions. History remembers the team that finished the mission. So when you walk out there tonight, play with pride. Play for the kid versions of yourself who dreamed about this. Play for your family, play for your town, but most importantly, play for each other, because teams like this don't come around often. Look around this locker room. These are your brothers. These are the guys you will remember for the rest of your life. Tonight is the last time this group gets to chase something together. Leave nothing in the tank. Dive for every ball. Fight for every rebound. Run every possession like it's the one that decides the game. No fear, no hesitation, just heart. And when the final buzzer sounds tonight, make sure you can look at each other and say one thing. We gave everything we had. Now go finish the story. Bring that championship home to Haines. Let's go, Bears!
Let's go, Bears. Thank you. That was beautiful. That was the sister of Coach Bryan Combs out there getting ready to take the court and resume this second half. And we do know that this team has that determination and grit. And all right, and Brian Elliott is there, ready to call the second half of this game. Thank you, Brian.
So now you know why I couldn't read that. Excellent words from Matt Dubois. And really what this game is boiled down to is Haines putting the ball in the basket. So let's talk about the pregame prescription that I had for the Bears. 15 turnovers or less. That has not been an issue. They are doing that. And the 45 points can still happen. As we know from the first game here against Tikioc, they can fill it up in a hurry. Let's look at some of their quarter point totals on that first night. They scored 68 for the game. And really what we need is for these guys to play free and easy and just not think about it. I was watching them warm up at the start of the second half, and Combs was hitting shots from 28 feet, like 8 steps behind the arc. So they just need some confidence. They need to play that kind of basketball where you make shots and just float down the floor, that free and easy feeling. And they missed the first shot of their possession as we're going already. Here's McCorson. He almost turned it over, saved it into Corwin. And it's going to be a jump ball as Corwin hit the deck. Bears tie him up. So against Tikioc, they had a 25-point quarter. They had an 18-point quarter and a 14-point quarter. So long way to go in this one. And what championship would really be satisfying with without a little bit of struggle along the way? There's McCorson. J.C. Davis is stymieing. He has 8 points, but he has earned every one of those 8. And just as I say that, Amdon McCorson drives baseline and gets the 2 to start the scoring in the second half. There's Isaac Jones, gets in the lane, kick out Stickler, 16-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound. McCorson had it. Combs kind of jumped on him and rolled, and there will be a jump ball. I think they're going to give it to Haines on the arrow underneath their own basket. So they've had some good looks on inbounds plays. Big opportunity here to get Haines started in the third quarter. Stickler inbounds Combs. Back to Stickler in the block. Made a move in the lane. There's J.C. Davis, 3-ball. Left side, no good. Combs is there to clean up the rebound. Tried to find Davis and threw it away. So that's a turnover. Bears. Here come the Wolverines. McCorson jacks the three right off the bounce. Barron grabs it. He's going to take it himself. Right up the middle of the floor. He's harassed by Brant Mill. Barron gets by him. Shot is up and short. Rebound McCorson once again. The lid needs to come off the basket. That was a pretty decent look by Brody Farron. Just couldn't get it to go. Here's Brant Mill now. Almost travels as he got low. It's over to Corwin. Cade McCorson now on top. Settling things down. A screen on either side of JC. Gets through it. Kick out to Andon McCorson. He hits the triple. So he's got 5 in the quarter. And Haines needs to stop the bleeding right now. 27-11. We're under 6 to go in the third. Here's Colton Combs. Drives in. Kick out to Isaac Jones. Backs down his defender, Corwin. Over to Colton. Down low. Stickler shot up and blocked again. That is the 7th block shot by McCorson. He's just towering over Stickler and swatting it away. And quickly back the other way. Allen on a drive. He gets swatted by Brody Farron. So it will be Wolverines inbounding underneath their own basket with a 16-point lead. Haines still looking to get things going offensively. Referees consult. I think they're talking about the arrow. It did not switch after the Haines possession, so now they got that figured out, and play resumes. Each coach with 4 timeouts left. McCorson in the lane. He's harassed and won. He had 3 Haines defenders around him. Take your pick. It's going to be Isaac Jones. That is good that it was not on Stickler or Farron. So, and 1 for Cade McCorson. He's now in double figures with 10. Free throw rattles around and good. That is a 3-point play the hard way. He's got 11. So far, the Bears have been outscored by 8 points in this one. There's Combs. He's fouled right across the timeline. Brant Mill has never committed a foul in his life, and that was no exception. That's his 2nd. James Stickler looking for his first points of the game, as is Isaac Jones. Combs directing traffic, trying to take Allen off the bounce and get some space to get a shot off. He's harassed by Corwin now. Swung over to Isaac Jones. He's in the lane. Brody Farron 3-ball, right side. Triple! Brody Farron! Okay, they need a lot more of that, but that's good. You got to start somewhere in the scoring column. Farron has 5. McCorson, nice move in the lane. Kick out to Mill. Doesn't like it. Back to Corwin. Quickly, ball reversed on top. Andon, and now Cade has it right back. Andon takes the 3. Farron right there. Long defender is Brody Farron. Can't get a shot over his extended arms. Cade McCorson trying to find space. J.C. Davis, lights out defender, gives him nothing. Wolverines working for every shot. Most of this game, Bears showing that defense in prime form. Here's McCorson now. He's going to use a screen. He gets by. Wide open 3-ball from Mill. Misses the mark. Weak side rebound, Combs. He loses it out of bounds. So right when Combs was gathering the rebound, defenders descended on him, and he could not get it through the pressure. So that's another turnover Bears in this quarter. 2nd one in the quarter so far. Hopefully that's it. McCorson on the right side. Spin move, shot up, stripped by J.C. Davis. McCorson gets it back. And a long skip pass is intercepted by Combs. He's in the open court. He's got a push to the rack. Down the lane, stripped away. Onyx Allen comes away with it. Great defense by the Wolverines. Really thought Combs had something in transition, but he cannot finish the deal. Wolverines retreat and pick the ball away from the senior. JC gets through a screen. There's Mill. He's not going to shoot that shot. Amdon will. Halfway down. Sweet. Soars up, gets the rebound. Here's Combs now. Down the left side, he's going to push tempo. Kick out J.C. Davis, 3-ball. Good. J.C. Davis drains the triple. His first bucket. Haines hanging around. 30-17. They need to close this to about 9 or 10 by the end of the quarter. McCorson drives in, plows J.C., but the shot is no good. Davis has such strong legs that it takes a lot to move him off his spot, and McCorson just kind of plowed his way to the hoop. Here's Stickler now with a chance. Kick out. He's afraid to shoot down low with the tall fellow right over him. Sweet misses. Stickler fouls. That's probably going to be number 4, and that is a problem for the Bears. We're waiting for the signal from the official. It is not on Stickler. It is on Kyron Sweet, his first personal. So we are at 3 minutes even in the third period. Wolverines lead by 13, 30-17, and we're going to keep it right here while they read some announcements. Couple 3 balls this quarter, one for JC, one for Brody. But really, there's been no consistent offensive attack by the Bears in this one, and it's not too late to get on track. We know what a 13-point means in high school basketball. Not very much. There's 11 minutes left, and if Haines can just chip away, like I say, get this thing to single digits by the end of the third, they're going to be in good shape going down the home stretch. Once again, great defense by the Bears. A couple minor defensive lapses has resulted in some 3 balls, especially Andon McCorson. He's got 13. That's a lot more than he had last game against Metlakatla. So the McCorsons together have 24 out of the 30 points for the Wolverines. Obviously, that's a focus of the defensive effort. Stickler has 3. Brody Farron has 3. JC has none. Combs has none. So those are the guys that can get a little more aggressive as they're going to try to pop some basketballs out of hands and get some turnovers and points coming the other way. That's just what I was talking about. Combs picked it out of McCorson, and then he is absolutely trucked by Stickler, who couldn't stop his momentum, and he just rams over McCorson. He's going to feel that one tomorrow morning, but that's 4 on Stickler. And it's going to be Farron coming in for 35. He's going to take a break, but I bet not for long. That was just an aggressive move by the big fella and could not stop his momentum as he smashed into McCorson. Here is brother Andon. Over to Cade. Picked up his dribble, dead ball, over to Andon. Now it's Allen. J.C. Davis on him, so Bears switching on offense repeatedly. They have such a good defense, they're not really matchup dependent. Like Combs is on McCorson now, and he's fouled in the lane. Farron just bodied him, and that's number 4 on Farron. And these Bears defenders need to play a little bit smarter, especially the ones that are in foul trouble. So Farron 4, Stickler 4. Into Cade. Andon now, Wade Lloyd on him. Cade in the high post. He's got a height advantage over Colton. Farron comes over to help, and he fouls him. But a travel before the foul. So that's a break for the Bears. Farron collapsed down as Combs is giving up probably about 6 inches to McCorson. But he cannot finish the deal. Travels in the process. Here's Farron now quickly into the front court. Picks it up at the elbow. Wade Lloyd drives. Behind the back dribble over to Combs. He's trapped in the corner, and we're going to have a timeout by Coach Bryan Combs. Good move by him. That was a dead ball trapped. Combs had very few options at that point. And with all of the bad things and the lack of offense happening to the Bears, they're still down 13. And really, points can happen in bushel loads when you are hot and playing free and easy. And that's what the Bears need to do. I know this is the championship game, and there's some pressure on the boys because of that. But they just have to go out and play ball. And they're good at doing that. When they're rolling, they're fun to watch. And we've all seen that throughout this season over and over again. So those moments are still waiting for the Bears in this one. There's 10 minutes of basketball left. And here's Combs on the inbounds. Can't get it. Good-looking 15-footer for Colton Combs. Does not find the rim. There's McCorson now, bumps behind by Farron. He's got to watch it. He's got 4. And now it is McCorson, spin move, Combs on him. Wade Lloyd got his hand in there, and he fouls him. So let's see the team fouls for the Bears. Isaac Jones is waiting to check in, and the scoreboard is low on the floor. You can't see all the information, but it is going to be McCorson for 2 free throws.
I've not seen
5 team fouls for the Bears, and it's going to be Isaac giving Barron a break. First one is good for Cade McCorson. Second one is also good. So he is 3 for 3 at the line, and he has 13 to match his brother Andon. Kyron Sweet into the front court, full head of steam to the rack, shot up and good. Kyron Sweet, he broke out during the regional tournament in Juneau, and he is continuing to provide a spark for the Bears off the bench. There's Cade, he loses his dribble, covered by 2 Bears. Tough shot is no good. Tracked down by Sweet, and he fell down on the rebound. Travel violation. Back to the Wolverines, 32-19. So they trailed by 7 much of the first half, and they are down 13 much of the third quarter. Andon over to Cade. 1:07 left in the third. He drives on Combs, spins, an offensive foul or travel. They called it travel. McCorson had the smaller Combs, and he just thought he could lower his shoulder and just carry him all the way to the hoop. The referee says no. So it's Sweet now. 1 minute mark of the third. Bears looking to close it with a couple buckets down the stretch. Combs up and for 2. Needed that one. 32-21. A stop and a bucket will keep the Bears hanging around where they need to be. Missed shot. Wade Lloyd. There's Isaac Jones on a run out. Right side. 2 for Isaac Jones. Just what the doctor ordered. 32-23 now. Bears trying to get another stop. There is a spark on the side in green. McCorson, tough jumper in the lane, hits it and quiets down the fire, puts some water on the Bears' little run there. 34-23, but Haines looking for a shot. Allen kind of bodied Combs in the backcourt, but nothing doing. Combs still has the ball. 34-23, down 11, 10, 9, 8. Looking for a shot. Somebody set a screen for Combs so he can get a 3-ball off. He's trapped at half court. 2-1. Need to get a shot off. Long shot by Isaac Jones. Almost goes. So a little spark at the end of the third quarter. Haines is not going anywhere. 34-23. The Ninilchik leads. We're going to send it back for a short break.
34-23. Spark of life. Here's the fourth quarter. Back to Bryan Elliott, the Alaska Airlines Center.
Back in the Alaska Airlines Center, it's time for the Bears to make a run and grab this championship. It is right in front of them when you think of the work the Bears have done to get to this spot, like the Matt Dubois pump-up speech. Stolen by Combs. Here come the Bears. He's trapped down low. He gets it out, and there's a timeout by Coach Bryan Combs as Colton stole the inbounds play, just kind of hanging in the tall grass, and he pounced at the right time. So that's a timeout by Combs to keep possession. But what I was trying to say is the Bears have had a lot happen to get to this moment, and with 8 minutes of basketball left, it is still right in front of them for the taking. They have played a really good half-court defensive game. I know the Wolverines have 34, but this is a very talented scoring offensive team that they have largely held in check. The strength of the Glacier Bears players is on display for all to see. They get to their spots, and Wolverines are trying to move them off, and they cannot. These are strong dudes. A lot of commercial fishermen and carpenters and guys that go out and dominate, and they are showing it to the world what they're made of, and it's just time to put the ball in the basket, folks. And they can win this basketball game, no doubt in my mind. It's going to be Combs inbounding. White jerseys are shuffling around. Stickler is back on the floor with 4. Jones, Davis, Sweet, Combs. Early on in the fourth. Nice cross-lane pass to Sweet. Shot up too hard. The rebound is fumbled away. Corwin comes away with it. Combs got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds on the Wolverines. So another possession for Haines. Kyron Sweet leads the way with 6 along with Colton Combs, so those are the 2 places you want to go. There's Stickler, shot up, right side, can't get it. Rebound is tipped up, and we're going to have a loose ball foul on that Stickler. So the senior is disappointed, and he is heading to the bench. What a competitor is James Stickler. So his teammates are going to have to pick him up the rest of the way. And he's such an emotional, hard player. Everybody loves the scooper. And we are certainly going to miss him next year. But right now, there is business to be done. Shot up is good, and one for Eric Radar, fresh into the game. McCorson drove right side, found Radar on the weak side, and that's Wade Lloyd committing the foul. So somehow Radar got in the tall trees and the land of the Giants and finished, and he will have 1 free throw coming. It is up and good. 3-point play for Radar. 37-23 now. Backcourt pressure is on. Isaac Combs, one-on-one with Corwin. He's going to dribble it across. Not one defender can stop Combs. He was having problems with the traps last night. Sweet into the lane, kick out Jones, 3-ball on top, a long one short, right into the hands of Combs. Shovel pass to Jones, into the lane, kick out Sweet, 3-ball, right side, triple, Kyron Sweet. Once again, the Bears are hanging around. 37-26, 7-minute mark of the fourth. Andon McCorson. Wade Lloyd on him. They're going to need a lot of quality minutes out of Lloyd. Cade McCorson on top now. Combs right with him. Got some help. There's Radar all alone down low. Somebody lost track of Eric Radar, and he has 5 now in the fourth. I'm not sure what happened there, but somebody just completely forgot about number 2, and he was able to lay it in. That's a crusher as the Bears were trying to make a move here. Combs comes around the top. He's double-teamed. Skip past Isaac Jones. Right side. He's up to the rack. Can't get it. Rebound comes to Andon. He's harassed in the backcourt. Gets it over to Cade McCorson. He brings it across now. Over to the right side, Andon. Handoff Corwin. Kyron Sweet on him. Wolverines are going to take some air out of the basketball. Up 13 at the 6-minute mark of the fourth. Radar with Isaac Jones on him. Combs is saying you got to pressure these guys. Start getting 5 counts in the half court. Now the count has started as Isaac Jones closes the gap on Radar. Wade Lloyd closes the gap on Andon. There's McCorson. Back down in the lane, kicked out to Radar. Shot is up, and there's a foul. Radar definitely sold that one, so he will have 2 more free throws. And that's going to be on, I believe that was on Colton Combs, his first. So Eric Radar looked like somebody just stole his lunch money as he was going in. But the call is made. Nevertheless, good drive by him. Aggressive take to the hoop, and that's what referees see most of the time. He hits the front end of that one. 40-26, 5:32 in the fourth. And he hits both. Eric Radar, an unlikely source of points for the Wolverines, has 7. Actually 9 now that I look. Okay, well, back to basketball. Isaac Jones, left side. There's Wade Lloyd trying to drive in. J.C. Davis, right side, kick out. Isaac Jones. Combs looking for the 3-ball. Can't get it off. Corwin all over him. Wade Lloyd in the lane. Fouled on his way in. Nice little hop step by Wade Lloyd. Got into the paint and draws the contact. So after a foul-heavy first quarter for the Wolverines, they have really played some disciplined defense, and team fouls have not been an issue for Ninilchik. Wade Lloyd hits the first one, his first points of the game. Number 2 coming up. Jim had a moment of quiet. Most of the Haines fans are behind the Glacier Bears bench. A lot of green behind there, and they've got to keep the vibe and support their boys. They're down 13 with 5:05 in the fourth. Radar, McCorson drives baseline, collapsing D, shot is up and no good, and it's J.C. Davis on the rip. Quickly to Combs, looking down for Lloyd. Pass is fumbled off McCorson, so it'll be Glacier Bears basketball. They get another look. They trail 41-28. Time to make something happen. Kyron Sweet has been a big-time scorer in the regional tournament and here at state, and I would look for number 32 whenever possible. He's all alone on the right side as McCorson forgot all about him. They can't see him yet, and there's Lloyd jacking up a off-balance shot. Kyron Sweet does not get a touch, and here come the Wolverines. Radar's up. He's fouled again. So bench player Eric Radar, he's easily the smallest one on the floor. I don't know what his height is on the roster, but he has scored everything for the Wolverines in the fourth quarter. He's got 7 with 2 more free throws to go. So if you're talking about little narratives and Cinderella stories in the championship game, Eric Radar is one of them. So as I was glazing number 2, he misses the front end of that free throw. So good job by the announcer. Second free throw coming up for Radar. So Bears have Farron, Davis, Combs, Sweet, and Jones on the floor. Here's Combs. Radar gets the back end of that one. 42-28. The only Wolverine to score in the fourth so far. Combs, scoop shot up and good. Colton Combs. Time to throw things into overdrive. 42-30 now. 4:17. Time is ticking away. There's McCorson. Andon, that is. Gets it over to Cade. Trying to drive in. Stolen away, Farron. Isaac Jones leaked out. Finds him with the basketball. Right side, tough runner. Can't get it. Jones lost track of where he was a little bit, and Coach Combs is calling for a foul, and we're going to have a full timeout. I believe they slapped the backboard as Jones attempted that shot, and Bryan Combs saw that, quickly reacted, and it's going to be a full timeout by the Wolverines. It was a bang-bang play. Jones kind of took a weird path to the hoop, so it made the shot a little more difficult than it could have been, but he was charging hard towards the hoop. The referees are talking about things now. So the referee is going to come over to the Haines bench and settle things down a little bit, talking to assistant coach Tyler Funk during this 60-second timeout. Haines still trails by 12. We're under 4 with 3:56 left on the clock. Combs is getting an explanation from the referee. And that was, like I say, that was a fast-paced transition bucket attempt. And sometimes referees miss things. Obviously, Combs saw something. And so we go through. After the timeout, it's going to be Wolverines inbounding right in front of their bench. It's Radar who stays in the game. He's joined by Allen, almost threw it away. Andon, McCorson, Andon, and Cade have been in the game the entire time for the Wolverines. There's Radar now. Isaac Jones on him, picks up his dribble. It's copped loose, but they're going to whistle up Isaac Jones for a foul. And that is number 3. Haines is over the limit, so that's 2 more free throws coming for Eric Radar, the sole source of points for the Wolverines in the fourth. He has 8. Now he's got 9. Combs is talking to the official. Combs is saying his foot was over the line. I don't think they were looking at that, however. So the second free throw attempt is coming right up. It's also good. I did not have 10 points for Eric Radar in the fourth quarter on my bingo card. Here's Combs. He's double-teamed, trapped at half court, gets rid of it. J.C. Davis over to the Sweet. 3-ball. Right side too hard. Rebounded by Radar, and he's fouled again by Isaac Jones, going to the line again. This is getting to be sort of like a Stranger Things episode right now. 44-30. Jones now has 4. Just trying to pop the ball away from Radar. I get what he's trying to do, but you also have to play smart defense when you're down a bunch and put the other team on the line. Obviously, Radar is a very capable free throw shooter. He's only missed 1 this entire game. He is 9 out of 10, now 10 out of 11 at the line. 46-30, 3.5. Time is running out for the Bears. Combs, Farron, J.C. Davis right side. He drives in. Fumbled the dribble a little bit. Here's Isaac Jones now. Pick out Sweet. Isaac Jones, Bears looking for a shot. J.C. Davis gets the handoff, spins. He's at the line. Jones lets it fly. Good. Isaac Jones triple from the left side. It's not too late for the Bears to make things happen, but it's got to happen now. There's Mill, and he's fouled by J.C. Davis on his way up. 2 free throws coming for Brant Mill. I've got the Metlakatla team right behind me, and they are helping us out, yelling at the refs, supporting their Southeast team. That foul is on J.C. First free throw is no good. Second one also no good. Farron grabs it out of there. Farron into the front court. J.C. Combs, long 3-ball on top, can't get it. We need more of those by Combs with 2:45 left. There's McCorson. He's harassed in the backcourt, gets it into the front. Andon over to Allen. Very quiet game for Onyx Allen. Radar, the unlikely hero of the fourth quarter, over to Allen. There's Andon McCorson now. Farron in his way, gets to the hoop, and good. Nice finish by Andon McCorson. And that singular play pretty much explains much of what has happened with the Bears tonight. Jones in the half court, and there's going to be a foul. That's Radar, his first. Team second personal, second team foul. Bears down 15, 2:14. It's going to have to be a frantic pace with 3 balls and turnovers. There's Combs, can't get it. Long rebound over to Farron. He's in the lane, tried to find J.C., threw it away. Like I say, turnovers not an issue for the Bears. And we are going to have some full court pressure by the Bears. J.C. in the backcourt, Farron, Sweet. They get it into Corwin. Back to Cade. 2-minute mark of the fourth. Time running out for the Bears. McCorson over to Radar. Wolverines very deliberate with the basketball. 1:45 now. Going to have to make something happen, and Combs reaches in. So McCorson, Cade McCorson, will go to the line. I would put Mill on the line all day. He's 0 for 4 for the game and does not look to be like a comfortable shooter. So if he gets a touch, you got to put him on the line. And Cade McCorson is not the guy you want. He is 4 for 4 so far today. With the fifth free throw coming, it is also good. He busts announcer jinxes and everything. And we're going to have a 30 by Coach Finley. And the Wolverines are starting to smell championship. 12, 15, 17 so far for Cade McCorson. Andon has 15. And 3, 6, 8. 14 for Eric Radar, including 12 in the fourth quarter. So Eric Radar has outscored the Glacier Bears in the fourth quarter by himself. Bears have 10 in the fourth. And they are on the attack. Kyron Sweet quickly into the front court. Handoff Colton. He drives in, kick out Isaac Jones. 3-ball left side, halfway down and out. J.C. Davis rebounds baseline, can't get it. There's Cade with the rebound into the front court. Anden through the hands of Corwin. So turnover Wolverines. Bears going to look for a quick 3-ball. And looking for an inbounder, it'll be Farron. And they're going to double team Combs just to keep the ball away from him. Initially, Kyron Sweet now into the front court. Try to hand off to Combs, can't find it. There's Farron. He gets by Mill. Shot up, floater in the lane. 2 for Brody Farron. He's got 7 now. And there's Corwin leaking out. He will lay it in. And he's fouled. Little contact after the shot, but Corwin gets the end one. And that looks like it's going to be on Isaac Jones. Number 5 on Isaac, so he will head to the bench. And it's going to be Wade Lloyd checking in. 1:05 left, 17-point lead for the Wolverines. Free throw's no good. Here comes Farron now. He's across. Flips it back to J.C. Long 3 for him. J.C. had a great performance in Juneau. He was one of the players selected for the three-point contest, and he was knocking down shots left and right. He hit some 3-balls in the regional tournament, too, and has one tonight. So he plays inside. He defends. He does it all for the Glacier Bears without fanfare, without ego, and same with Colton Combs. These seniors are going to end their career on a great run, winning a Southeast championship for the first time since 2010, making the championship game for the 4th time for the Glacier Bears. The previous 3 times are when we were in the 3A classification, as Radar heads back to the line, misses that. So 1995 was the first championship game appearance by the Glacier Bears. They came away with a loss. I believe it was Wrangell that won that one. And then in 2008, they were a low seed. They got through the bracket and won the Glacier Bears' first championship as Kyron Sweet hit the 3. And then again in 2010. So it is not common for the Bears to get here to Anchorage, let alone make the championship game. So they're going to be leaving this floor very proud of what they have accomplished this year. I'm hoping they do. And not only are they tough and strong and a great basketball team, they're just good people. They're nice guys. They care. And they represented our town as well as anyone. McCorson hits the front end of the 2-shot foul and into the game. Spencer Baumgartner, Evan Knight, Ben Gahn, Milo Jensen, and Caden Gainey. So the starters are off the floor. The bench is in. Hugs everywhere over on the Glacier Bears sideline. McCorson misses. Ben Gahn with the rebound. He's in the stat book. There is Spencer Baumgartner. It's freshman time for the Bears. Over to Evan Knight. He's going to take a shot. No, he's not. Spencer will. Oh, he's got a defender on him. We got to get a shot off here at the buzzer. Evan Knight lets it fly. Once again, great run by the Bears. I 100% came into this game believing that they could win, and the ball just did not go into the hoop enough to come away against a very good Ninilchik Wolverines team. Congratulations to them. They earned it. Bears earned it. This was not a Cinderella story. The Bears fought hard. They worked their butts off in the regional tournament and up here in Anchorage. And there is nothing to be too sad about other than a lost opportunity in the championship game. So we're going to send it back to KHNS for whatever Kyle has to do, and then we'll come back for some closing remarks. How about that?
Thank you, Bryan. And yes, nice words from him. He said of this Glacier Bears team, they're good people, nice guys, they care. Well, I don't know what more compliment there is than that. It was a great season, a great...
Thank you very much, Kyle. So what they do after the 1A games are over, they bring all the athletes onto the floor, and they give away all the awards, all tourney, all the special things that they do, and so they're doing that right now for the 2A classification. And so there's a nice little award ceremony, and Haines is still on the bench, configured, and they didn't win today, but they repped. They repped our town, and I'm sitting next to Nick Sorrell, who is the NFHS announcer the first night, and I told him everybody back in Haines really enjoyed his broadcast. He is a Kenai Peninsula guy, and his color guy is actually the head coach for the Kenai boys, and they are going to make the 3A state tournament, which is coming up in just a little bit, I think in about 10 days. So a couple of good fellas here. They just really appreciated what they saw out of the Glacier Bears. So kind of nice to see our team through a different lens. And they were just very impressed with the athleticism, the strength, and just the determination of this team. And as the seniors leave, I'm hoping that the younger players, the ones that participated in practice all year long in games and JV games, and like the 5 players that made it out on the floor at the end of this one, I hope that they can just take some of that and keep it with them as the seniors move on, because that's such a great brand of basketball. We've enjoyed it all year long. And it's been my pleasure, honestly, to bring you the action. I thought I was going to get through this. But it's my pleasure, and hopefully I can do this for quite a while, and we're going to look forward to next year and subsequent years, and we're just going to keep bringing it because that's what we do in the town of Haines. So I'm going to sign off. We're going to watch the award show here. Everybody's coming back home in various ways. Some are driving, some are flying. And we'll be back home pretty soon, and I'm sure we will celebrate this Glacier Bears run when we do so. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to send it back to Kyle and KHNS. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you shortly.
Thank you, Bryan. Thanks for tuning in to the live coverage of the state championship in Anchorage and the regional tournament. It's been an exciting 2 weeks, and thank you. Thanks to all our supporters, underwriters, and we will resume our regular programming with Indigenous music with Larry K. Have a good night, everybody.
Privilege to bring it to you, and Keaton always.
You guys watch that? I thought you watched that.
At this time, we'd like to recognize 10 players as members of the 2A Boys Hillcorp All-Tournament team for their exemplary play in this week's tournament. Begin in no particular order. From Ninilchik, number 33, Joshua Smith. From Ninilchik, number 15, Isaac Smith. From Metlakatla, number 1, Johnny Scudero Hayward. From Tignac, number 11, Jacob Lane. From Sioux Valley, number 12, Austin Bernard. From Haines, number 35, James Stickler. From Haines, number 3, Colton Combs. From Ninilchik, Cade McCorrison. From Ninilchik, Andrew McCorrison. From Toke, number 23, Marvin Captain. Congratulations to all of our girls and boys, all tournament team members. At this time, ASAA and First National Bank Alaska would like to announce the 2026 ASAA March Madness 2A Girls team results. First, the 2A Girls state runners-up. Please welcome the Glen Ellen Panthers. And they are Aliana Stone, Chloe Blasius,
Good job, guys.
Shazana Court, Gracie Kwame, Renee Rock Albert, Anaya Stone, Koyana Cooley, Rayleigh Sutherland. Their managers, Naya Court, could be Nia, sorry, Tiana Kwame. And their coaching staff, Jubilee Heinbaugh and Jesse Heinbaugh. The Glen Ellen Panthers. And now let's bring up the 2026 ASAA March Madness 2A Girls State Champions, the Seward Seahawks. And they are Reagan Seibert, Olive Jordan, Leah Schenk, Ava Jagielski, Grace Ann Fleming, McKinley Williams, Pamela Hillstad, Seven Phillips, and their coaches, Curtis Berry, and assistants Grace Williams, Demetra Apergis. The Seward Seahawks.
Good job, Seward.
At this time, ASAA and First National Bank Alaska would like to announce the 2026 ASAA March Madness 2A Boys team results. First up, the 2026 runners-up in the 2A division. Please welcome the Haines Glacier Bears. And they are Isaac Jones, Colton Combs, John Davis, Evan Knight, Wade Lloyd, Caden Gainey, Brody Farron, Spencer Baumgartner, Benjamin Gann, Milo Jensen, Kyron Sweet, and James Stickler. Their coaches, Ryan Combs and Tyler Funk. the Haines Glacier Bears. And now presenting the 20.